Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Fresia Kelin. NIM 21104173332. Okay, here I will convey what management is. What is management? Management is essential for an organized life and necessary to run all types of management. Good management is the backbone of successful organizations. Managing life means getting things done to achieve life's objectives, and managing an organization means getting the thing done with and the help other people to activate its objective. With here, management in our year of success, size will quantify to be a subject of debate. However, most management the things agree that some for of formal academic management background help in managing successfully. Practically, CSO or university guidelines hence duration of for excluding business degree program and all academic institution. Management is set of principles relating to the functions whole meaning organizing, directing and controlling, and the application of his plus in reasoning, physical, human, and informational resources, agility, and effectively to achieve organizational goals. Definition of management. Money management. The things have defined management in the here one. Why, for example, Van Vliet and Peterson define management as a set of activities that the right at efficient and effective utilization of resources in the pursuit of one or more goals. Mechanism, Masley and Peteri define management as working with human, financial, and physical resources to exercise organizational objective by forming the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling function. Krittner's definition of management. Management is a problem-solving process of building, achieving organizational objective. Therefore, the options USA of success resource in a changing environment. According to V.Y. Taylor, management in a year of knowing what to do, when to do, and see the task is done in the best on a specific way. According the hard context management in is an year of getting the things done, the talk, and invite the people in formally organized group. It is an iterative of creating an environment in which people can form an individuals and can see a effort towards attainment of group goals. Leaders host creating intimate QLHS entering white session him in playing a writing role in building company in sculpted which at her leaders in and the guest part of management all plays a vital role in managerial operation while management is an integral component of decision us will a social process the process of management is us all and human facilitation. However, the study of management is systematic and systemified. Why is a distinct body of conduct like in only the right organ. Management is some for are and her in a integral part of living and is essential. However, human however are to be undertaken to assist F desired objective. The basic integration of management are always at play with her. We manage our life or our business. For example, let's us look at the managerial role of a simple housewife and who so uses the managerial interorganized in management the home first appreciates her household and is net sure versus the needs of the household for a period of week or month or long years so take stock of her resources and why and controls in on his resources. She also management as a success. She plans and organizes her records to abound the maximum benefits out of his resource. She monitors and controls the household with engage and examples and her activities in light household. So he divides the work among her members and coordinates that her activities to encouragement and motivates him to do to her best in completing the his activities. She is allies is her of improvement. Interviews generally are the basic hunting management. Management can be defined as the tile and the following categories. Management as the process. Management as an activity. Management as a discipline. Management as a group. Management as an exercise. management as an IRT, management as profession. The context of management is all the human race is life. The concept of family is recognized the life be organized and results of goods are winners so as to maximize the ulti of size records. The thing before step to safeguard the family for attack by wild animal, planning on where to go fishing and hunting, and woman to go white organizing the his group into is five and hunting and fishing being where his gave reputation and so one are all supply integration of management and organization study versus people around in the world. This is a good example of organizational structure and organizational evaluation for the years, filling open market in entry by a large department store in Manadaran city service the some in similar passion with putting the ends together that people need. While the tribal organization was simple in a third, the modern organization is smooth, more self-thinker and complex with money, technological information, however the basic for management and organizational structure seem to have established since the beginning of organized human activity. Upon the record, hitters show the application of some organized management that thank you as for back US 5,000 because one do is something associated with record in learning governmental operational the equipment permissibility as elderly US 3000 BC organized the for however 2001 they will be natural to assume the head all practitioners of modern management, namely planning, organizing, retreat, and controlling play date, significant role in the construction of the his monument. Similarly, the early civilization of India began to organize living. Management as system is not only an essential element of an organized society but also an integral part of life. What we do the talk about meaning or life, managing life is not much different of managing an organizational and the his ER of management hosts begin with whose from time immemorial just will managing life is much better organized goal oriented and the successful good management of an organization make the difference between the success and the high failure of the organization. But the import of management was Helgi by the late president of the United States, John E.F. Kennedy, when inside the had the role of management in our society is crucial in human progress. It serves to identify a great need of our time to improve standards of living for all people, the horse, the efficient utilization of human and material success. Summary Peter E. F. Drucker, a noted management author, has emphasized the importance of management to social living. He proclaiming rarely 25 years ago the type effective management was becoming the main resource of developed knowledge, and it was the most date the course for developing enterprise. She also defines of management be objective EMBO. A manager's job is highly just critical to the success of any organization. The more complex the organization, the more crucial is the manager's role in it. A good manager make the is happen. The importance of management in an organization why emphasize by Professor Leonard E. R. Sizes in his address to a group of management development the special as follows. We must find ways of confining society as well and the host who train manager in practical the third the real learning problem of our institution the getting things done the implementation to evolving up consists the making of the right designs and the right time the right people is where the action is empowered. We ask such everyone the right to give much credit to manager. I hope we can move the force education. The managerial and leadership jobs are among the most critical the type of our society. You assess the he decipher the professional status the head we give to more traditional field of kind of like here are basically the five primary quotation of management the history. 1. Planning. 2. Organizing. 3. Staffing. 4. Recording. 5. Controlling. The controlling expectation versus coordination, reporting, and building, and then the controlling expectation can be broken in both his sportive condition beside often the his seven patients literally connect the word POSDCORB why generally respond the interior of the his seven inpatient EAP stand for planning, U for organize, C for saving, D for rating, CO for C rehabilitation, and 4. Reporting before dictating. About planning, organized staffing, disease, and controlling are widely organization of management. Management put in execution planning in poetry or food, and the prince and organization. The course session it's our retail and systematic way of making decision today. What will of the party of the company? It is keen for organization US will ask comprehensive and involved project of the 4 hour will is happening to control the event. It involves the ability to foresee the effects of activities in the long run in the food planning. Peter the drug host planning as follow. Planning is the continuation process of making plans entrepreneurial because systematically and wide but visible canal of the here for the organized systematically. The fourth needed to carry out the host exercises and measuring the rise of the his decision is exceeding the expectation to grow organized and systematic feedback and a basis planning program in provides the event both external US are interpreted. The external factors are certain of recourse both capital and material general economic distress far as interest rates and inflation are seismic the dog cycle and even entice in it is governmental regulation, reading company interaction, unstable international political environment, etc. The integral factor that office planning are limit ground optimal to association, litigation, fashion, saying presentation of the workforce, more complex organizational structures, definition ESE. Organizing a guise of formal study of or three and the retention and fall of size. Here the whole white walls. Substitution are different organ and callings so how is part letting the third part in the type and size manner so as to attain the business objective. See also managerial laws organizing. Equating the Henry Appeal to organizing a business if provide in with everything Israel or is fulfilling. Raw material towards capital and percent. The whole expectation of organizing involve the heat determination of octave, the diet that to be done in order to rise to company goals. Sending his activists to prepare a personnel and guiding the CEO the her to carry out his activities and coordinate the size manager. It follows the hard part that the initial of organism is wide in wide. We then find synthesized the heat must be forming and grouping that in her necessary assigning the hashtags to personal white the thing The hair authority and responsibility, deleting the his author to the employees, establishing a relation with one author and repeatedly coordinating the activities. 3. Something is defense over here and reaching a stabilitas versus the strampers both and training, telephoning, compensating and evolving employees and meeting work for white people invite and meditation side the human element is most vital factor in the process of management is important to project the right personnel. According to Kites Daniel, managerial ambition of staffing involves managing the organization through the power appetite limitation apart development of personnel to fill the roles, the same in structure. His efficient often marginal import such people differ in an attitudes and his completeness in petition hand management modes intersign in addition to the ethical and operational competency, the sociological and physiological structure of the weaker before. Routine the weaker function is conrad white learning complaining motivation and surprise to that should had the employees before the here activities in the most effort manager possibly in order to assist the despite goals. The learning element enforcing and interrogation and guiding the subjects about design and method. The communication must be open both ways so that the information can be passed on the his subjects and the debate the finds from them. Motivation is very important. Saying motivation people show example people with lady reaches from surprise. Suppressing bite while to contest progress response as well as assure the surprise the irritation are being properly cleansed out. Controlling the fixtures of control actions of the host active all under to ensure the head event the don't event for the pro-organ plan the his signs of establishing standard of performance measuring before site and entering into the set standards and taking clarify actify and we handed that to currently deviation occurring to the uedona controlling in the measurement and repetition of permanent activity of substance in order make or to show object and plan systems of about us being complex the his listening establish of stand before B measurement of activeness C measuring accrual promise way to brand standard and feeding out the petition D taking conflict action all the his management are loosely and however the expression are heavily in integration able in stable on the job it essentially the hook put is patient express in a post and deal about Sonia Kukerja I am a mother of a lovely kids and ever technology company and management related topic. I hope the girl EMBE from will kena quail the now management call in India after completing my posts. Accreditation, I took the star a website where I can share management confess with the people.